Okay. I stumbled across this by accident from a Facebook friend who had it on his profile. I don't know anything about this. I was about to watch the video tutorial. And I thought, well, maybe we should watch it together. So here we go. Oh, maybe we can't watch it together. Might get a copyright infringement from CrapTube. Selling and buying shares. So, I guess I'll have to look more into this and get back to you. But I didn't even know this was a thing. Of course, I didn't know dividends was a thing either. But, yeah, apparently, buying and selling shares. Bankroll. So, are we investing in casino companies or what?
First, if you sold shares, then here I want to show you how to add a session where.
Hang on. Let me turn on my Bluetooth speaker. I can't hardly hear it.
Sold shares or bought. Create a new session and enter the buy-in and the cash out amount first. If you sold shares, then select I sold shares. Enter the percentage here and the app will auto-calculate the amount your shareholder paid for your buy.
Okay, that's just a tracker. How do you actually buy shares? And what are you buying shares in? Alright, hang on, let's go back. Stop and get my truck washed. It depends on how long the line is. I can't see it from here. Okay, how do we skip the tutorial? Bankroll, let's check that out. like there's a long line for the truck wash. Yeah, I'm not going in there. I'll just have to catch the next one. Yeah. Anyways, I guess I'll have to learn more about this. Let's see here. Alright, this will mute me whenever I do this, so bear with me. Or at least I think it muted me. What? Yeah, it's probably a waste of time and money to do this, but I'm gonna look into it anyways. Kind of hard to read while driving. I usually learn by audio.
money on sports, with Underdog you can win up to 1,000 times your cash just by picking higher or lower on your favorite player's stat.
Today, we're going to be discussing why many good, strong, fundamentally sound poker players lose at cash games. It is because they completely neglect bankroll management. But bankroll management is vital to long-term success. In order to win at poker, you only have to do 3 things. Shouldn't be that hard to do 3 things, should it? First, you have to find a game you can beat. A lot of players can do that. All you have to do is find really bad players to play with, or you have to get really, really good at poker strategy. Then, number 2, you have to play that game a lot. You have to put your butt in the chair and grind. A lot of players are good at that. But they forget the third part. Number 3, you have to keep a proper bankroll. It really is that simple, but almost no one does all 3, and a lot of players who are very good at poker forget to keep a proper bankroll, and because of that, they lose. Understand that you will inevitably experience variance when you play poker, even if you have a large edge. Sometimes you will lose. So,
yeah, basically, from what I understand, I don't remember who this was, but somebody that I followed was coaching, I think, a really talented poker player. And yeah, he won big all the time, but then he'd blow all of his money, and then he'd have to go back and play again. It was basically, he just played to support his lifestyle. And the person that I actually followed, and probably still do follow, I just don't remember who it was, basically gave him a strategy, probably a bankroll strategy. I'm not sure what he called it. And that was basically, you know, save back an X amount of dollars for future, for the business. You know, you put X, it's just like any other business. You save back, you know, you pay yourself a salary, and then you put back a certain amount for, you know, retirement, and then you put back a certain amount to reinvest in your business or to reinvest in the game. And I think that's basically what this guy's talking about, and that's probably what a bankroll is basically running the poker game business as a business. A real legit business. So I'm gonna go ahead and like this. I don't think I'm gonna subscribe because I'm not big into gambling or even poker. I'm actually pretty decent at poker or Texas Hold'em, but if I went in and did competition, I probably wouldn't be as good. Probably wouldn't be as good as some people. Now, one time though, this is funny and not funny. Long story short, I went to jail for child support. My employer was taking it out of my paycheck, but he wasn't sending it in to child support. And I got pulled into DOT. Well, actually, no. I pulled through DOT weigh station because they were open. It was in Nebraska. And it was late, so I knew there wouldn't be any parking in the truck stop. The truck stop was just after the weigh station. So I should have just stayed the night in the weigh station. I would have been legal, safe and legal, and they wouldn't have messed with me. But no, I was stupid back then. I parked on the ramp to go to the truck stop, between the weigh station and the truck stop. So the next morning, a cop wakes me up. Basically, it was illegal to park there. In some states, it is. So, and actually, if you wanted to be safe about it, you should sleep on the get on ramp, not the get off ramp. The get off ramp is more dangerous than the get on ramp. So, but anyways, so he asked me for my license and registration, blah blah blah. He did all the paperwork. Then he came back to the truck and asked me for my social security number, and I knew then I was in trouble. I didn't know exactly what for, but I knew I was in trouble because I've only gotten in trouble a few times, but I know when they come, they already know your social security number, and it's not really yours. It doesn't belong to you. It belongs to the government. But anyways, but you know, basically that's them getting you to verify your, you know, identity or their identity for you. And so he asked me for my social. I gave it to him, and then he arrested me for child support. I had a warrant, but he let me take the truck and trailer to the truck stop so that it wouldn't get impounded, and my employer could take get the load repowered and delivered. So so I sat in jail for 10 days up in Nebraska. They eventually had to let me go because we got snowed in, and Missouri got snowed out and couldn't get there to expedite me back to Missouri. So they had to let me go, and it was a blizzard. So I had to walk back to my truck because they wouldn't give me a ride. They gave me a ride there, but they wouldn't give me a ride back. Some public servants they are. But anyway, so I had to walk back to the truck stop to get the truck. And I didn't have any real winter clothes. So, anyways, it wasn't fun. But while I was in jail, I learned I kind of knew how to play poker. But while I was in jail, I learned how to really play poker and keep a poker face and really play the game. There was this one guy there that was really good at it. He loved it. He wanted to play all the time. And he beat everybody. 10 days I lost every single time until the last day. But, you know, each time I played, I got better and better and better and better and better and better and better. And that last day, I finally beat the poker shark, if you will. And he was shocked that I beat him. But it was funny. But he was good. He was good. And it took me 10 days, but I finally beat him. And it depends on who I play. I'm generally pretty good. I can beat most people. But occasionally I run into somebody like that guy who's just a natural or whatever. But I taught my daughter how to play, and she whooped my butt. She was a natural. So, yeah. But anyway, Bankroll. Yeah, you basically gotta set, kind of like my plan for the dividend stocks. You know, you gotta set up a bankroll where you're saving money and then you're giving yourself a portion of said money that you're making. Now, I'm not gonna give myself any of it for the most part. I mean, I'll take a little bit here and there to pay bills when I need them, when I need it. But for the most part, I'm rolling it all back into the dividend stocks to make more money, so that I can retire eventually, hopefully, maybe. ARR paid out today, but they're only paying like 17, no, like 15% or something like that. And the stock is down. But I don't really care about that as much as I do about making money off of the stock. I mean, it's down $19, but I made probably more than that off dividends. It's paying 16.25%. Yeah, I basically make $5, almost $6 every month. So, but it pays less than 20% or less than 30%. I'm only investing in stuff that pays more than what the interest rate is on my credit cards. One of my credit cards is just under 20%, the other one's about 31%. So I'm trying to just only invest in stuff that pays more than 32%. But I've bought some stuff that pays more than 20% just because I want to invest more while I'm paying down my debt, but I want to focus more on paying down debt than investing until I get my high interest rate debt paid down, which I'm pretty close. I got about $2,000 left to pay on the higher yielding dividend or higher interest rate credit card, but then I got a lot on the other one. If I cashed everything out, I can pay off my credit cards. But then you know, like over here I've got $3,444 or $444, and my stocks are up by $452. So if I cashed everything out right now, I'd actually make money, even though I'm losing money on some of it. If I just cashed out the stuff that's making money, then I'll probably do even better. But what I'm trying to do is, for example, Chesapeake Energy is up $25, but when I price to sell, I go custom sell order, and then I bring the price up. You know, right now it's like probably the highest, but I've got it set to sell right about here. I don't know if that's actually the highest it's been or if that's their projected highest. I can't tell. But basically I'll make I think instead of $25 I'll make $27. Down a little bit today. Well, it looks like it's up today. Down a little bit from yesterday. But it was up from when I programmed it to sell at $207 and some odd cents. So it's got to go up another $5. I'll make $30. It's got to go up another 30 bucks or another $5 before it will automatically sell if it goes up. And then yeah, I'll have $207 in my pocket. The only reason why I'm cashing this out is because I can buy this through Robinhood and it's only paying like 2%. So I can cash it out now and have, you know, $202 in my pocket, which would help me pay for my sheep that I'm buying from this guy. I owe him $400 more. I'm paying him $200 this week, and this could be the $200 I give him next week to pay it off. But I don't know. I'm waiting for it to go up. And that's how I sell my stuff. I don't, I mean, like I said, I could, probably should just sell it right now. Boom, make $25. But I'm holding out for the 30. See here, I got an extra $5, almost $6. This one here, I only invested $1. If I invested 10, I'd have almost $50. No, I would have $50. If I invested 100, I'd have 500. So this one's doing really good. Oh, but this one don't pay a dividend. The stock is actually down. It's up for the year though. So I should probably just cash this one out. But let's see what I got it set to sell at. $6.87. So it's got to go up another $1. It might go up another $1. It might not. That's the gambling side of the business. So, but like I said, I only got $1 invested, so I'm not really hurting. But yeah, if I just cashed out all this stuff that's making money, I'll be doing all right. But I'm like I said, I'm just waiting for it to go up a little bit more. I just programmed like Lemonade. Let's see, do they pay a dividend? It's up $2. They don't pay a dividend either. This is how we do it. Hang on a second, I gotta do my password. Alright. So I gotta look at some of the stuff that I don't have, that I have that don't pay dividends, but I was gonna worry about that later. But yeah, if it goes up a couple more cents, it'll auto sell, and I'll have an extra $3, almost $4 in my pocket. So right now I'm just focusing on selling off the dividend stocks that I can buy in Robinhood so that they're not over here as well. Because some, if not all, of these stocks charge maintenance fees, membership fees, whatever. They have fees. And it's like, well, why am I paying fees at 3 or 4 different brokerages when I should only be paying one fee? So I'm consolidating everything. And I got a lot of stuff over here. This is where I started out. So all the stuff in the negative, I'm just waiting for it to go back into the positive before I sell it. This stuff I already did sell, all the stuff I made a profit on. So I bought $4, $5, $6, $7 worth of stocks. Sold it for $7.33. 31. No, 33. So I made 31 cents. Or I made 29 cents, one of the two. So I will unfollow that. This was paying 6.5%, a little more. But I could buy that on Robinhood too. So yeah, Crocs. I think I'm gonna stay following them. They don't pay a dividend. But if the stock goes back down, I might buy some more. Well, it's down right now. But not by much. $106 a share. But anyways, I'm not really doing any day trading right now. But if I did do day trading, I'd probably use Cash App to do it. I got distracted. Let's go back over here to this.
You have to keep enough money on hand to withstand the inevitable swings of the game. And this essentially requires you to have money, bankroll, set aside that is exclusively used to play poker. This implies you do not spend that money on anything else. Your bankroll is not an ATM. This, of course, does presume that you have an edge. If you do not have an edge, if you have not found a game you can beat, well, you're going to lose. No amount of bankroll management can save someone who consistently plays in a game where they lack an edge. So make sure you know how to play poker well. If you want a whole lot of poker strategy, check out pokercoaching.com. Here are bankroll cash game requirements. Presuming you're playing No Limit Texas Hold'em, using a style that is not incredibly high variance. If you're playing a game with more variance, such as Pot Limit Omaha, in that game you're going to need a bigger bankroll. You're going to have bigger swings in Pot Limit Omaha than in No Limit Hold'em, typically. If you play loose and aggressive and insane, if you're triple barreling it all in all the time, you're going to need a bigger bankroll. If you're kind of tight and aggressive, you may need a slightly smaller bankroll. These are the bankroll requirements.
That's funny. When I play, I nickel and dime people. It's hilarious. My old friend used to tell people that I would basically win the game by winning $1 or $1 poker chips every hand, or not every hand, but I'd only bet like $1 chip at a time unless I felt like I had something. Then I'd bet a little bit more. And it was so funny because I could always get people to fold even if they had a good hand just by putting down a $10 chip or a $5 chip. And they're like, I'm out. It's like, and I may not have had anything, but I thought I might have, And so I'm still working on my strategy. I don't play that often anymore, but for a little while there, I was playing quite a bit. And then someone stole a bunch of my poker chips. So that kind of was a party pooper. But, they're a dime a dozen. I could pick up a whole bunch of them for $5, $10, $20. So, no big deal. I was just kind of butthurt that they broke into my storage and stole all my shit. That kind of pissed me off. But now, looking back, I think maybe my so-called friend was the one who did it. But I don't know. I don't have any proof. But anyway, yeah. But yeah, I dollar chip them to death, nickel and dime them, and that's how I would win most of the time. But I hadn't figured out my ultimate strategy, so tweaking my strategy as I go is really what probably threw them off, because they really didn't know what I was doing, what I was thinking, how I was operating. They couldn't read me because I had nothing to read. I was still kind of putting together a foolproof strategy, and there probably is no foolproof strategy. But anyways, I don't know. I guess there's not really a way to invest in somebody else's poker bankroll. But that's a good one. They went so far left that they left the country behind.
How to invest in people's bankroll poker.
I'm thinking that it's not what I originally thought it was. Billionaires, multimillionaires, millionaires. This ought to be interesting.
Look at you, investing like you want.
Extreme poverty. You're playing a video game.
Now, I would not. Oops. I would not have your stocks on a smartwatch. It's too easy to steal or hack. I keep all my stuff on a burner phone, and it's triple password protected. Well, anyways, I'm gonna watch this video, and yeah, I guess the video I recorded is kind of a bust, but I'm gonna go ahead and upload it anyways. It's not what I thought it was, so I'm gonna delete the app, but it was worth checking out anyways. Alright, bye.